Okay. Good evening, people. And it's an exciting day, actually. I initially or intentionally delayed this session because I wanted to get somewhere. But I hope everyone has had a good day. It's been another another amazing trading day, and it was actually one which is full of roller coaster emotions. But let's share the screen so we can see what the day looks like, and I'll just do a quick recap, do a quick market recap as well. So where are we? Okay, so speaking, it's the 6th of November, 2025. Oh, well, yeah, what should I say? 7 more weeks to the end of the year. And, soon we should start making our new goals, etc., etc., etc. I've got something to share about goals, actually. And I found something which is the opposite. I think should I say, it's challenging. It went the other way and it talked about how making or carving goals for yourself, it's wrong, basically. Let's just put it that way. But that's not for tonight. But first and foremost, look at the market, starting with the SPY. Remember the last time, if you've been watching and paying attention, I did talk about, let's see where we are. Yeah, I'm sharing the screen. Trying to get the annotator. Okay, bear with me. Oh, got it here. Okay, so I did share and I did say this was, you could see that here right there. And as you can see, we have clearly reversed. So, and I'm not trying to say the markets will follow the trend line, not at all. But what did we see? It did just jump in there. And it's, you know, of course, collide and be below, breaking through the floor. So, when you see that tier fall all the way there, market decided, you know what, we need to reverse and go there. I mean, it's all-time high and it was all through the trend line. But anyway, that's that. We had a lot to say today. But first and foremost, Duolingo, Duo got licked. If you can see, I think I didn't even know what price it closed today, what level it closed. But yeah, it was divided into four, a quarter out of the market. And this is the stock that was at some point, I'm sure it was well over 500. So, 544, there you go. So now we are looking below 200. I mean, I could see the levels yesterday. The bears wanted 200. I did make an announcement and they got what they wanted and more. Okay, but we'll talk about how they got the more. Um, ELF as well. We could say this was my theory with ELF Beauty. I've kind of been a bit anti-beauty generally, really. But Elf Beauty, look at that. That just got leaked. Absolutely. 35% dump. More than more than a third gone. But you've got to understand, Michael Burry, he called this company at 50. So he called leak at 50. And as you can see, leak went all the way high. I'm sure he must have sold for it to just dump right now because you would not know he sold until later when the filings come in. So that's that one as well. Because it's not earnings at all. Or was it earnings? Oh yeah, there you go. Oh, it was yesterday was the earnings, but yeah, but it dumped today. Okay, another one. Yeah, talked about Duolingo. Michael Burry, yep, I think I've talked about that. He's in a short. Palantir, and I think with about $186 million short as well in Nvidia, with the 50K shares long Lulu, 125,000 long Molina Healthcare. But let's look at Palantir. Palantir, that has just, it's just one I've been milking, generally been talking about this for a few days now. In the last few days, Palantir has done literally from all-time high. It's shaved off, if you can see, it's shaved off a good 15%. I mean, of course, if you're a long-termer, then that's fine. But if you're a short-termer like myself, then that is a big chunk. But if you're long-termer, why not? Time to add, maybe. Okay, also NVIDIA, just looking at Michael Berry. Yeah, the shots kind of just play into his hands. We don't know the average price, but look at that. It's it's dumping. The shots are respecting him. You got to give him respect. I mean, not many people like him, but look, do I care? That and since the shots was announced, it's dumped 11%. So, like you said, sometimes you think that bubble, sometimes you don't think, sometimes you just stay out. But he didn't show all his cards, and you can see what cards being played. What else was I going to talk about? Yes, Challenger Gray. I think that's the worst layoff since 2003. So, which um, which is unfortunate, really. It's a shame, and hopefully people are able to get something doing. Also, I mean, I've always talked about, you got to be multi-skilled because if you are, resting on one company, then you are in trouble. Yeah, coherence as well. Geez, man, this is just smashing all-time high. You would not thought we had a day like this today. Smash all-time high. We and this alongside memory names. You've got to understand, play these things in a relationship. You got some that are playing sympathy. Look at SNDK, for example. That is another sympathy play. How did it go? Sandisk, boom. Similar from the island in the sky. What else? Micron, even though I saw a report talking about Micron being overvalued by about 45%. But again, I mean, minus today's reversal. Look at that. It's just all time high. Uh, WDC, likewise. I mean, I think I could give you one more Western Digital. Yep, and also STX. So all these guys they are playing the same game, all time high to all time high. Just keep pushing. So these are all optical names. Um, with these are memory names, all doing all time high, and they're doing amazing. There was a fun fact actually. I was just going to talk about GoPro. This has been beaten the past few days. I'm not in this at all. I've just been monitoring it, and every time I'm like, it's done, it's done, it's done, and it just keeps coming down for more. But guess what? Did you know that about 12 years ago, this company, which is what's the size? $270 million. 12 years ago, this company was bigger than Nvidia. How time turns or changes. Now, Oracle is another one. Oracle was a good bet with Sam Altman, but that has just lost all its gains right now. So you can see Oracle just went shot all the way there, and it's just lost it all. So perhaps I might put in the bet around this level actually. Like it enough, but again, I don't have the capacity. I think I talked about Snapchat yesterday. That was a good play. But of course, going back to today's reversal, he was still able to hold about 9% into today. Today's a bit of a bloody day, to be honest. So got to say, yeah. Ah, Nvidia was going to talk about this as well. This is the first thing I woke up to. We had earnings yesterday. Today is the busiest earnings day. I don't even know how many companies were reporting today. I can't remember. I think 300 and there you go, 461. But guess what? On the official NVIDIA channel, Jensen said he thinks. I mean, I don't want to misquote him. He said he believes that China is, I think, nanoseconds, behind United States. So, if you spoke to the media as much as Nvidia CEO Jensen Huang, do you think you might accidentally give voice to your deepest fears and anxieties on the record at some point? Maybe even in the Financial Times interview. Would you perhaps blurt out China is going to win the AI race, as if jolting awake from a recurring nightmare? This is some notes I'm looking at here. Anyway, what's important is that according to the NVIDIA official X account, what Wang has long said is that China is second nanoseconds behind America in AI. It's vital that America wins by racing ahead and winning developers worldwide. But fortunately for NVIDIA's hardworking PR team, the first thing he said is a lot more headline friendly. The AI chip giant is down evidently by about 3.65%, which testing is 20-day moving average. And of course, it was leading or is leading, or it led the Dow Jones losers alongside Salesforce. What's Salesforce again? CRM. Yep. Salesforce as well was another downer. I think even Amazon, I mean, look at that, 5% down. Amazon. Today was just a general blow. I'll see if I can get the heat map for today, or maybe not. Okay, but so one key thing is why were we reversing today? I try not to give my reason to it or analogy to it, but there's something here which I'm gonna show you. I think also we've got to understand we still are in a government shutdown. Okay, this is getting a bit frustrating now, especially people who do not get paid after they're having to work. Decisions are getting delayed. This is not good at all. But this is what we have. So prolonged government shutdown, and it's been the worst October for layoffs in since 2003. So a few key reasons why we're dumping, really. Number one, the US also have to refund about 1 trillion worth of deals. Uh, you remember the tariff was in cuts today, and they're going to reverse the tariff. Does that mean, we thought US is in debt. Now they're going to have to refund $1 trillion worth. I know, President Trump wants to challenge these things. Prolonged government shutdown, which we just talked about, and the worst October for layoffs, which I think there was a time I put the amount, the layoffs upon layoffs on the board here, and then they just keep coming. So things are not great at all, and that's one of the reasons markets have been bad. Before I go, we've got to talk about this. Got to talk about this. Tesla, look at that. Tesla, Elon Musk got his pay package, which is amazing for Tesla holders, long term, short term, etc. Otherwise, look at that. I had my line right there. And what did he say? He's going to get $1 trillion compensation, but he's got some lofty, lofty metrics to meet or lofty goals to meet. So if he does not meet that, then of course, I don't think he gets rewarded. It's a win-win for everybody, really. But had it been that it did not pass, I think there was a risk that, people thought Elon Musk might have to leave Tesla. Well, not have to leave, but he might leave because that's what he wanted, you know. But my God, people have their decisions but I'm not sure why market doesn't seem as excited. Perhaps tomorrow we shall see the excitement. But right now, or maybe there's a probability that he's going to win anyway. So market just thought, well, what's there? Not excited, nothing new. But then he's got to have to deliver. But had he not won, this would have been a great deal, gone down by a lot. Okay. Um, Also, was to mention the restaurants, man, they haven't been doing well at all. So let's see, Kava, just gonna go over a few ones, restaurants related stocks. Look at Kava. Kava's been down aggressively. McDonald's, McD's, let's see, McD's. So I know McDonald's is more like a real estate, but similar. This is like a chop fest. Toast is another one. If I can't remember all this three. Toast is another one which is just collapsing aggressively. So, generally restaurants haven't been going on well either. Look, are we in a bubble? I don't know. There's something about um, Sam Altman, when we're talking about the loan, etc., which government has to back. But I don't think we need to talk about that right now. I think I've got to say today is the end of the major earnings season, and we'll still have quite a lot of earnings tomorrow as well. But today was a was a mega sell-off. I think we had TTD Trade Desk. Trade Desk had an earnings report, and I honestly don't know the details. All I know was that it's all I know is that he was it wasn't too bad. Reversal now. It was a huge, he had a 12% win and then sold off and then gradually picking up. Also, Geo they had good earnings, talking about buybacks as well. But then, boom, he sold off 8%. What else do we have? Marvel, I can't go without talking about Marvel. Marvel had I think there's a rumor of a SoftBank take acquisition M&A, and it's just a bloody market today generally. If you look at what we had there, if you look at the last candle, It was, or let me just put on the 3 day, or perhaps weekly. Okay, that this red candle told the story for Marvel. It was high about 9%, and then it just got shattered, taking it all back. So we still do have fears in this market. I mean, there's still elements of a bubble in certain areas. You got to know the game you're playing. You got to be careful. You got to be gentle. Do not chase, because if you do chase, then of course, I think I was going to talk about Peloton as well. Peloton had massive recall. That's amazing. Look at it. After hours is 10%. I'm literally just seeing this now. I can't remember if today is the earnings, but yep, after hours seems amazing. So that's probably, yep, that is a double beat, which is amazing. Just pure coincidence. But again, there's so much underwater. I'm not sure how much this is gonna help the stock. Likewise, SMCI, there's quite a few, conjectures I made about some of the stocks, and I think where I believe they are going to be going. Look, if the trend is not high, there's nothing to chase. If the trend is down, then of course we write it down. If the trend is up, we're going to write it up. It's quite simple and basic. Follow the trend. But anyway, still got another session tomorrow, and but until then, guys, you've got to play your game right. Play it well, stay safe. I can't talk about everything tonight, but I guess we'll catch you tomorrow. And yeah, you take it easy. Have a good night.